Hi, everyone. I'm Linda from CIS. Thanks for joining me today. The purpose of today's webinar is just to give you a brief overview of CIS. For those of you who are not familiar with us, we are a local private company, just like most of you. We're located here in New Jersey, up in Morris County. And we've been in business for the past 32 years, owned by Chris and Don Colabella, which is a father-daughter team. And what sets us apart from all of the other companies out there is basically we're local and we exclusively chase local jobs, meaning we cover projects in the entire state of New Jersey. And then we do parts of New York, Philadelphia, and Delaware. So we're a very small regional company. We don't care about the whole rest of the United States, which is what our competitors are doing. And the information tends to show you that they're spread too thin. Anyway, I'm going to log in here onto the CIS website. Today's webinar is for concrete and masonry contractors. So some of you might do masonry buildings or concrete foundations, while other people watching the webinar today might be doing like curbs and sidewalks. So we kind of have a big range of people watching us today. I'll do my best just to hone in as much as I can. But you're always welcome to call me to do a private one-on-one customized review. So for starters, when you log on to CIS, we call the homepage My Desktop. So it doesn't matter if you're a contractor, supplier, equipment dealer, bonding agency. All of our clients start with My Desktop, and then underneath the desktop is My Saved Reports. And we have a daily report, a last viewed report, and an index report. These are the starter reports that all of our clients start off with. But what I did is created a custom report, just searching for the word concrete, masonry, and I think brick, just to give you an idea. But let's start with the daily email. The first thing I want to let you know is we have a team of reporters. There's about 35 reporters that work for CIS, and their job is to chase and hunt down projects every single day. When I click on the report, it's self-explanatory. It's the today's daily email for today, and which is November 8th. And I just selected some categories here. Actually, I need to add a few more. Hold on. Let me just add a few more categories. And then we're going to get started. Okay. So the daily email comes out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And basically, as soon as we find out about a project, we're going to let you know about it. So there's two types of jobs we report on. The first sector we report on would be your private development, private construction, private ground up. So new buildings going on here in New Jersey. I'm actually showing you our North Jersey territory, which covers like Trenton up to Rock Island, New York. But so private work is going to be found in your pre-planning and planning tabs on the daily report. What that means is we have a team of reporters that only hunt the private work. Their job is to go through the monthly board meetings, the monthly meetings from the town boards, to look for private owners and developers that are looking to build. So for today, we have one job in the pre-planning section, which would be very early on. These are for companies that might be doing site work and want to clear the land before they could build. Or it could be like a developer thinking about putting something in your town, a new development, and he wants to find out if the town's willing, to work with him on that. So for today, there's one job in the private sector, pre-planning, and it's updated. So our current clients have already seen this job, and we're just informing them that we have some new information to share with them today. It's privately owned, and it's called Craigville Warehouse. This one happens to be in Blooming Grove, New York, which is just over the Sussex, Passaic-Bergen County border. But just as an example, the private work will give you the project name, the location, and any current contacts we have. In this case, there's an attorney and an engineer or design firm listed. What you want to do in the private sector is go straight to the description and find out what it is they want to build. So this is a 3-story, 700,000 square foot warehouse with parking spaces on a former farmland, meadow and marsh. So basically in the private sector, again, it's private development that you wouldn't know about until you're driving by and the foundation work is starting on it. But we're giving you a heads up that they want to build this huge warehouse in Blooming Grove, New York, and it's 700,000 square feet. And if this is something that you're interested in for whatever reason, what you want to do is go to the planning notes and find out that the DEIS will be reviewed for completeness by the planning boards on November 15th. So that's what we're telling you today. But if you read through the history, you're going to see the last update was in June, then in April, back in 2021 was an update, and eventually back to 2021 in April is when we first reported on this job. So we found out about this job from the boards, and we're going to keep following it until they are ready to build. But this is still in the preliminary early stages. They still have to provide some paperwork before they can start getting their pre-planning approvals. All right. Once the boards approve the preliminary plans, it's going to move from pre-planning to planning. So planning, again, is also privately funded and privately owned projects. Everything here is self-explanatory. We have 2 new jobs today, and the rest are updated projects that are going to the board for approval. I'm just going to look at the Leave Apartments, 40 Livingston Avenue, Brunswick. So this is private development. It's brand new. We just found out about it from the town boards. And what we're telling you is, again, go straight to the description to see what they want to build. First of all, they want inquiries for the developer to go to New Street Associates in care of the design firm. So they want you to call Langen Engineering with any questions. It's a 23-story multifamily mixed-use building, 407 residential units, 79 studios, 1 bedroom, so on and so forth. The building will include some retail space, the New Brunswick Elks Lodge, and 7-level parking deck. Oh, okay, with 365 spaces. All right, so there's some parking decks here. That might be concrete, I guess, and some bicycle spaces and swimming pool and a whole bunch of stuff. Huge project. So if this is the type of project that you like to get involved with as a concrete sub, again, the first thing you want to do is read the planning notes to find out where is this job at as of today. Well, the preliminary and final site plan will be reviewed on November 13th at a board meeting. So if this is something you want to keep an eye on, you're just going to go up here and track this project. And that goes into a filing cabinet just for you, so that you can keep track of all the jobs that you're interested in. Again, this is private development, brand new. We're going to let you know how wide or how tall the building is and what type of building it is. And then we're just going to continue to follow it with the planning boards to find out when they get their approvals. And then eventually, when do they want to start this job? The third section of the private sector is going to go all the way to negotiated. So we're going to start with private sector and we're going to end with private sector jobs. And all negotiated means is that we confirm that these private owners and developers have hired and awarded a general contractor to build the building. These projects could still be going to the board for approvals, or we might tell you the job is completed today. But for today's report, there's 2 jobs that have been updated, but they've already started. They're in progress. So let's look at this Lawrence, New Jersey job. It's a residential development. The work is in progress. The owner developer is JAS Group, and they're also GCing their own job. So this would be who you guys would reach out to as subs to see if they need your services. But before you even do that, you want to find out, again, what it is that they're building. So you're going to go to the description. So residential and market rate townhomes. And then you want to find out, as of today, what is CIS updating? Well, as of yesterday, November 7th, we confirmed that construction is ongoing. So then you might want to read the note from March. Back in March, construction is underway. So basically, it just started in March. Back in September is when the site work started. So this is new construction that just started this past year. So you can still reach out to JAS Group and find out whether or not they would require any of your services for the outdoors, patios, or whatnot. And then again, you're just deciding if you want to track it. But again, the negotiated section is basically letting you know who the GCs are on the project. So with that being said, pre-planning, planning, negotiated, those are for my audience today that is just looking for private new commercial buildings, from warehouses to hotels to age-restricted developments. That's your private sector, privately owned. The next tab in the middle here, Alta Bid and Bid Results, these are your public bids. So we have a separate team of reporters that only chase the public work. So today in North Jersey, there's 43 public jobs we're reporting on. But what's most important to you is going to be the new ones that just come out every day, so that you can determine which ones you might want to pick up a bid package for and put your bids together. So these are the brand new projects. They're in bid date order, and they're publicly funded. So very self-explanatory. And then you're just going to go through here. You're going to see some snow removal, road maintenance, some kind of maintenance work at the airport, miscellaneous roof, and you're just looking roadway maintenance. You're just gonna look to see, okay, here's an addition. Maybe you want to look at that, see if there's any foundation work. This is just a basic bid for an addition and alteration. It's bidding 12.5 at 10. Basic information for the bidders to find out who the owner is, who the engineer is, how do I get my documents, do I need a bid bond, what's happening. As we scroll down, you're going to see if there's a pre-bid meeting. So this is all day one. We literally got this out of the public notices yesterday so that you could put the bid meeting on the pre-bid on your calendar and decide whether or not, and it's a single contract, if this is something that you want to contact Spiesel for the documents for. Actually, you just go to their website in this case. Once we tell you about a new project, you could track it. And then what we're going to do from this point forward, because this is basically what they put in the public notice. Now our team of reporters is going to reach out to Spiesel again. We're going to reach out to Spiesel as well. And we're going to ask for three things. We want to find out if they could give us a budget, if they could give us a scope of work, and then eventually who are the GCs picking up plans. So as a subcontractor, you could reach out to them. So that's what we're going to do moving forward. So as you can see, there's some new projects here, and then every day we're going to give you updated projects. But we're going to, here's exterior restoration. For those of you who do masonry, let's just take a look at this one. This is an updated project. It's bidding on the 15th, and they're looking for pre-qualifications for exterior restoration in Chatham. So this came out, if you look in the upper right, this was published on 9/19. That's when we first told our clients about it. So if you had already tracked it, you would see that this was tracked. And let's see what this says. There's certain requirements here. You have to do historic. You have to be certified as historic architect. I'm sorry, as historical restoration contractor. The notes are letting you know that the bid date was extended from 10/5. So it was supposed to bid on 10/5 at 4, and now it's bidding 11/15 at 2. So they pushed the bid back. We have a description that we received from the engineer's office. They want contractors that specialize in demo, masonry, restoration, wood siding, so on and so forth. So if this fits your criteria and you're interested, you're going to go and purchase the plans from Danielle, and you just have to contact her for those plans. And then in this particular case, the owner, even if we show up at their front door, they're not going to give CIS the list of plan holders. So in that case, we have to fill out an OPRA form, the Open Public Records Act form, and request it in writing. But in the meantime, Paragon and Spartan both happen to be CIS customers, so they apparently went up here and clicked on Add Me as a Plan Holder. So if you're bidding this job and you want everyone to know you're bidding it because you're looking for subs, then you can just list yourself here. But if not, you really want to understand that CIS has not been able to receive these plan holder lists from the owner. So when you see the contractors here, these are people that are actually adding themselves or reaching out to us to add themselves. But you as a sub can say, I'm interested on this button. And then your company name, in this case, it's my company, Linda Construction. But you can put your name here to let our clients know that you're interested in subbing for them. And then hopefully they'll give you a buzz. And then they could click on your company name and get your contact info. But let me take that off. So new and updated public bids every day. And then we have bid results every day. Okay, so in this case, we have some projects that bid yesterday. And here's a restoration actually for fire escapes. So let's just look at this one really quick. This literally bid yesterday. These bid results were posted on our website yesterday in real life time. But we send it out in a report just to keep it, easy for our clients to keep track of. So Westcraft Builders was the low bid on this job for $212,000. But if you click on it, you can find out, what other information CIS received. It was Bayonne Housing Authority, and we provided all the other bidders on this project. So you could see what your bid is and who you bid against and what the numbers are. So very fast, timely, updated information that CIS provides, unlike our competitors that are national and have a very hard time getting results, let alone on the same day. Restoration, handrails and fencing. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to my desktop. And what I want to do now is just jump down to the customized report I created because we are on a time crunch. And I just wanted to show you, I want to let you know that every day, as soon as the job comes out, you're going to know about it. As soon as we get the bid results, you're going to know about it. And then in the meantime, CIS is constantly updating projects, public and private. What I did down here is I created a custom report, and it's pulling 3 words: concrete, masonry, and I think I put the word brick. So if I go through this report, I went back 1 month, and I'm doing public and private again. And again, because I don't know if you're doing public or private work, and that's why I would like to do a one-on-one demo, just customized with you, with each one of you. But in the meantime, there's 10 jobs CIS reported on in the early preliminary planning stages for private work. That either have the word brick, concrete, or masonry somewhere in the scope of work. And some of these have actually picked up target dates from the owner. So the planning boards are letting us know if they're approving these jobs, but then we're going to reach out to the owners or the owners' representatives to find out when they might want to start this job, so we can give our clients a heads up, which is what we're doing here. So I don't know. This is a big job, $30 million, County of Morris. They want to start this next year, 3rd quarter. And we updated this in the past month. So it's picking up some work included, which is what we're getting here, concrete and masonry. So again, you want to read the description. This is a private job. It's a 70,000 square foot building for students. The facility will become a training center, so on and so forth. So you're going to decide if this is something you're interested in, maybe, trying to get involved in, but then you want to read the planning notes and find out that as of October 23rd is when they told us they would like to start this job, 3rd quarter. And then we also found out construction is slated to be completed by the 3rd quarter 2020. So they're expecting this project to start 3rd quarter next year and be done 3rd quarter 2025. So it's a 1-year project. And project was announced by the college on 10/20. So that's when we first found out about it, with $10 million in funding. And again, you're just deciding if you want to track this, and then you're going to decide when to make your move based on the planning notes. You want to maybe wait for it to move further along, or maybe almost get ready to start, before you want to reach out to them. It's totally up to you guys, but you would reach out to the college to find out how you could get your foot in the door. But I just want to kind of go through here. There's 10 projects today that are picking up your keywords. We got some retail in Randolph, residential in Hackensack, apartments in Hackensack, a warehouse and retail in Hillsborough they want to start this 1st quarter. So this is picking up our keywords. 1st quarter next year. There's some concrete involved. And then the description tells us that the owner developer would like you to contact the attorney with any questions. And they want to build a mixed-use development, retail and warehouse, and loading bays. And in the planning notes, it says appeal request to reverse completeness determination will be reviewed by the boards on 11/1. So this apparently went to a board meeting November 1. They had some kind of, I guess, appeal. And then if you want to track this, eventually CIS will update it once we find out what happened to that, and we'll let you know what happened at that meeting. Morris County Courthouse expansion, apartments, distribution center, and Lackawanna Village in PPAC. So all these projects in the very early stages for private development, just to give you a little idea of what's happening in your own backyard. Moving to planning, there's 53 jobs in the past month we updated. Office and manufacturing, lobby addition, apartments, commercial, townhomes and apartments. And again, you can see where they're, Newark, Randolph, Patterson, Jersey City, Tenafly, Chestnut Ridge. All these projects, and we have 3 pages that you could go through. If you're a warehouse guy, then you're going to click on the warehouse. Inquiry, demolition of 2 buildings so they could build a 7,200 masonry warehouse. There you go. And the application for the site plan was approved on November 2nd. So again, you could track this and figure out when do you want to make your phone call. Right now, they're only giving us the attorney to contact. It's still going through the boards, and eventually, we're going to hope to get some additional information on the owners or the GCs and that kind of stuff. But it is private, so it's up to them what they want to release to the public. And then moving right along, I'm going to go straight to negotiated. So again, these are private jobs that have a GC awarded. There's 15 of them that we reported on today. And these are, all this means is these all have the word concrete, masonry, or brick. So all these projects would require your trade if you do private new buildings and you want to get involved. Some more apartments in Boundbrook, Hoboken. Here's luxury homes in Greenbrook. They want to start this for 4th quarter. So just for the heck of it, developer is J Rocker and the contractor is J Rocker and J Tamaro. I believe J Tamaro is a site work contractor. If you read through the description, it's a subdivision for 15 single-family luxury homes. As of October 11th, see the target date for vertical construction and site work by J Tamaro is underway. Okay, so J Tamaro is a site guy, and we found out that the target date they're giving us is to start the building. So this one's ready to go. So basically, as a sub, I'd want to call J Rocker Associates, the owner contractor, and find out if they need any of my services. That's how the private sector works. It's either who you know or, we'll let you know about it and then you can go after it. Kushner Towers, Liberty Science Center, whole bunch of different projects going on, assisted living. All right. And then the private sector projects, for those of you that want public work, the public sector projects are here. So there's 100 projects out for bid right now, 101 that have the word brick, concrete, or masonry, and they're in bid date order. So we got roadway improvements, basketball courts, and you're just going to decide, which projects here, safe routes. So I guess this might be curb and concrete. This is bidding on the 9th. It's a rebid. It lets you know here that there was an addendum issued. This gives you a brief description. There's some ADA ramps. And then it also gives you a scope of work here. Oh, it's a washout. It's a concrete washout system. That's where the word concrete. Oh, but concrete pipe, concrete sidewalk, 1,200 square yards. And then, as of today, there's 4 contractors that we confirmed with this owner that purchased the plan. So this owner did release the plan holder list to us, and we'll keep growing this plan holder list until it bids. So every couple of days, we're going to check with the engineer to see if anyone else purchased the plan, so you can see who you're bidding against, or the subs could see who they want to call and see if they need any subs on this project. Or again, you can just list your name here. I'm interested, just like this landscape contractor did, this equipment company did, the supplier did. These guys are all CIS customers. Striping, supplies, landscape materials. So these are all the jobs out to bid right now. Aquatic center improvements, road intersection, renovations. So again, pavilion at a senior center, stormwater improvements. Again, I'm dealing with a wide audience, so I'm not sure which jobs are most important to you because you all have different criteria. But I just wanted to give you some ideas of the jobs that are out here, right in northern New Jersey. And then again, for bid results, this will tell us how many projects bid with our keywords, brick, concrete, and masonry. 129 jobs we got results on the past month. So these are all the jobs that already came out with your keywords that have bid, starting with yesterday's bid for this outdoor handrail and fencing. And then we have exterior steers, went to Senko Metals. ADP Group did a remediation job. Here's some roadway improvements in North Arlington. This bid November 2nd, and there's multiple contracts. So that means there's more than one contract. So again, you got your scope of work here. There's some ADA ramps, sidewalks. Actually, I didn't even put the word curb in here. I could have put the word curb. I just did the word concrete and masonry. So here's your concrete work here in the main specs. So these quantities is what CIS reporters chase down. We go to the engineer's office to gather this information for our clients. So before they even look at the plans, they could get a feel for what this job entails and how big it is. Here's more concrete down here. So this job already bid, and Smith-Sondy was the low bidder. And then here's all the bidders that he bid against. And let's see, every single one of these companies, because I've been working here for 18 years, these companies all use our service, just to give you a feel for some of our clients. And this one had a base bid, plus it had some alternate bids. So I know we're running out of time. And then there's your total bid. Hopefully this review helps give you a little bit of an idea of who we are, what we do, and how we do it. It's a very simple service. And again, I encourage you to give me a buzz at 973-219-0601. 973-219-0601. Give me a buzz so I can hone in on what you're looking for and do a private demonstration with each and every one of you. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you.